Well, this is going to look very different. Getting a Bullbar on here finally, and a winch. So when we're doing our four-wheel drive and we're on our own, we're always on our own, we can pull ourselves out of trouble if we need to. We've had travelling with the van, we've had a few close calls with roos, so we thought it's time for safety to get ourselves a Bullbar. So we'll show you what sort, and we'll tell you whether we're happy with it or not at the end. We're off now to get it. Well, it's out the front. See what the verdict is. Ooh.
Oh, it does look nice.
I like it.
Wireless remote.
Yep.
So if this goes flat and you're out on the tracks or something, there is a cable in there as well.
Right.
Just plug it into the bottom here.
Oh yeah, right.
Plug it into the hand, so this is just like that.
Yes. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
So to activate this, just hold this down till the blue light comes on.
Yep.
Like that. And then you've just got in and out. In and out like that. So if you want to do free spool, this opens up. Just bring it forward, and then you'll be able to pull the winch rope out.
Yes.
Click it back over, and then you'll be able to go back in with your remote. It's pretty straightforward. Once you use it a few times, you'll get used to it.
And this side's...
That side will go as well. This side's got the free spool button.
Yeah, beautiful. Alright, fantastic.
Yeah, everything else is all sweet. LED indicators and top lights going on.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So what do you think? Happy?
Love it. Yeah, love it.
It's pretty sweet, yeah.
So where are we off to next, babe?
We're going to find a 12 volt, get ourselves some lights.
Yes. Maybe a UHF thrown in and some aerials as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Should have been done a long time ago.
Yes, it should have been. Pick up the car with the new lights on it. Let's suss it out, Andy? Oh, look at that bulb.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, don't they look nice?
It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh shit, yeah, look at this. Got the new UHF system put in as well. So we'll just show you some of the additions that we've done to the Mitzi, the mighty Triton. So we put some scratches on there too, going through all the pinstripes.
Oh, we have to.
Yeah. We put on the ARB Bullbar. Love it. And if you look down underneath, we've got the worn 10,000 pound winch. Yeah, haven't tested the winch yet. They're supposed to be great. It's just there to get us out of trouble. And can't tell you much about the roo bar because we haven't hit any roos yet. So there you go. We do have the shoe roos on there. You know, they weren't too expensive, so you know, better to have them than not have them, I think. Whether they work or not, who knows. We've got the Uniden UHF set up in here. And zoom into this. These are the Road Vision spotties. They're new out. And then just check out up here, we got the Road Vision light bar. And what do you think of the lights, Anya?
They work so well. I mean, honestly, when you're going past the road signs, it actually blinds you.
On our old one, we had the nudge bar and a small light bar,
Yeah.
and we had a big light bar up the top. No comparison.
No, not at all.
These, it's just straight up the road, and that thing just lights the sides and everything else up. Amazing. Safety, 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 because we love travelling at night.
Yeah.
So
I'll try and show you
nothing
some
better.
footage of when you've got your high beam and the lights,
Yeah.
or the lights on, but sometimes it's hard to judge. It's hard to really see.
Probably doesn't do
properly,
any justice, you reckon?
Yeah, exactly.
But in the car,
oh yeah, it's unbelievable.
Alright, what else have we done? We had a 1500 watt inverter in the back. Nothing, not knocking the inverter, it was a good inverter, but we left it plugged in and we've obviously dropped something on the plug, so it's broken it. By the time you take it in and get it fixed, it was under $400 to buy a new one, and we needed it for the trip, so we'll try and sort out fixing the old one and selling it off second hand, if we can get the parts and that for it. And this one we bought is a 3000 watt inverter. It's a King's inverter, so I've put that in. It's a bit of a mess in here at the moment because, well, between travelling and fitting all this stuff, and charging the e-bikes, and that's why we need it. Yeah, so we can charge we can still do it through that, but sometimes it's easier for us to do it through the car, especially if we put the e-bikes on here and we go off and we need to give them a charge. We can do it all through this. So just clean all that crap up. So if you come in here, there's the 3000 watt inverter in there. Right, but you got to lean over, that you can't tell, but you got to lean over a fair bit to get to that. And so we thought it was under 20 bucks for this attachment that I'm going to show you. And if we get stuff all around here, and my wife being short, we thought it's for under 20 bucks. We got this, and that will turns the inverter on. So it's nice and easy, and so far works just like the old one worked. I did a horrible job probably, but all I had was my little chainsaw to cut up a bit of timber, so that's solid as, and I've just made a little bit of a frame underneath just to make it nice and solid and set it in there. The other one was wired up properly, so I've just wired them in, and yeah, all's good. So yeah, job's done. So hopefully that'll work a treat for us. And other than that, I think we're pretty much done.
Yep. It's nothing special, but we'll just show you the handset for the UHF.
Oh, it's the latest handset out,
Right.
which I don't know the model number, I'm not sure, but it's the one where you can be on channel 18, but it can be listening to a second channel, say channel 40, in the background. So there's two channels, so you got scan, so it can flick through the whole lot. But if I'm talking on channel 18 to someone else, and someone talks on channel 40, it'll bring that in as well, which is very good. It's got a memory. So, the thing I like about it is the crew from home at 12 volt tucked it in up under there for me, and rather than have it on your dash and screwing holes in, Here she is here. Just throw it in there. So that works a treat. Turn her on. Oh, it doesn't work. And yeah, that's her. And we're finding mobile phones are great, but we're finding Andrea with the handset, UHF handset, and me with that, for backing in and everything else. Oh, it's just a treat. It's working out so well. She's got the clips, you can just clip it on her. And then we're finding when we're off grid and we need to back in and all the rest, you don't have a phone service or anything like that. So what do you reckon? I'm finding that to be a lot easier than the phone.
I find it a lot better because when we're using the phone, yours is really loud, and if we're too close together,
yeah,
it
squeals,
so if we're trying to sneak into a spot, we can talk quietly on the
and sometimes it was squealing a bit or something too, wasn't it? The phone, yeah.
So yeah, it's great.
And with the inverter being a 3000 watt inverter, if we wanted to run a portable air cooler or something, we could run it easy because we've got the two 120 lithium batteries up the front there, and we've got a 150 portable lithium battery there. So if we're off grid and we get a small power hungry air cooler, refrigerated air cooler or anything like that, it'll run it all. It'll run my Caravan air cooler. So yeah, and run other appliances if you had to. So all in all, it'll probably never get used with the 3000 watts, but it's there until we could get our hands on it at the time. And it was just, the price was just insane.
It was a great price, wasn't it?
For what it is. Yeah, and they had good reviews on it. So I thought, oh well, I mean, it probably would have cost us, probably if we took the other one in to get it fixed, by the time they got the parts, by the time I paid some technician to fix it, I would say we would have been up for probably a minimum $200 or $300.
Yeah.
What's the point? I'll take it home, and when I get in my shed, and I'll try and fix it myself. But if the parts are too dear or whatever, well, I'll just bin it. But fingers crossed we can do something with it, yeah.
So this is some of the damage we did with our four-wheel driving up in the high country. Brand new Bullbar. Scratches all over it. And we've got some pinstripes, I don't know if you can see that, down the side of the car. But hoping we can get them buffed out.